Hi guys! Today we need to make a bunch of cross stitch kits. It's at the point where like literally every single time I post anything, people are asking when is there going to be a kit restock? So we really need to start prepping some kits today. There's been a little bit of a change of plans, but I'll actually be leaving for Disney next week with my family and I could not be more excited. This is a trip that's been planned for the past 6 months, but in November of last year, my cockatiel Noodle got diagnosed with a pretty bad illness, and because she was sick, I didn't feel comfortable going on the vacation because I wanted to stay home with her and take care of her. It turns out she had a misdiagnosis, so we're trying to figure out right now what's going on with her. But that being said, she is stable enough, so instead of flying and leaving Noodle here with a trusted friend, I'm actually going to take her with me on a road trip. But I think this is a much needed vacation. I never go on vacation. I work literally 24/7. My business is my passion. And I think a few days away will be really nice for me. So I'm really excited. But now, since I'll be in Disney, that means that the restock is going to be pushed back a week. This is why I don't like to tell people when a restock is happening until I actually announce a date. So until I get back from vacation, today is the only day I have to get kit stuff done. So I really want to take inventory and make sure that I have all of the materials that I need and start to pack up the kits, because that way if there's anything that I'm missing, I can order it and have it get shipped here while I'm gone. So the first kit that I'm going to be restocking is the retro gaming kit. This is the most recent kit design that I've made and you guys absolutely love it. I'm a little bit worried because the needle minder that's supposed to go with these kits, I'm running really low of. It's this cute little Tamagotchi. So I have to take inventory and see how many I have left, because that will determine how many expansion pack kits I can make. The next kit that I'm restocking though is my bee cross stitch kit. Now if you purchase the kit, the hoop won't look like this because I've colored it yellow. And then the other one that's coming back is my cloud kit, but that is what we are going to do today. We are going to take inventory and figure out what we have, what we need to purchase, and hopefully start packing some kits together. Okay, I have the hoops, I have the pattern, I have these are the floss cards that you tie your embroidery floss to. And then I also have these little labels that you can use to label your floss card. I have some instructions. I have 2 types of instructions. I've recently started switching a lot of my paper products from glossy to matte just because I think it's a little bit easier to read. So I'm gonna finish using up all the glossy ones that I have, but then eventually they're gonna be this new matte version. I have all of the needles and their needle threaders. So the way that I send these needles is I like to put them in a little pom-pom just because it protects you guys from getting hurt. And then for the expansion packs, I also like to include a little needle threader, which is the little flower that you see. I have some of my heart scissors. Now I ordered these dusty blue ones as a test and you guys ended up really liking them, so I might end up ordering more of them. But at least for this first test batch, I only have a few left. So I'm not sure how I'm going to pack up these scissors. I'm gonna try to use these up. I might also start sending them in packages like this. I'm not sure. I also have the ribbon that you can use to tie a little bow around your hoop. I have a little freebie sticker that comes in each kit. These are the stickers that I put on the outside of the kit box so that you know which kit you're getting. And then up here, I have the cloud needle minder that comes with the expansion pack version of this kit. So this is a little magnet that attaches to your cross stitch piece, and then when you need to take a break from stitching, you can just plop your needle on here and it'll prevent you from losing it. And then we have all of the fabric, and I've been getting this from a manufacturer and they pre-cut it for me, which is a huge time saver because I used to have to cut everything myself. So this is so much nicer just having it pre-cut for me. And last but not least, I have my custom cross stitch kit boxes. I am absolutely in love with these kit boxes. I ordered a second batch recently and I wouldn't change a thing from the first batch. On the back, it tells you everything that's included in the basic kit and the expansion pack. And then on the front, it says your perfect bundle of cute, cozy, and colorful stitching. Even though I have kit restocks so frequently, I still feel so disorganized every time I have them. On one hand, I feel really confident with the packing process just because I've done it so many times, but on the other hand, I'm always so stressed about my inventory. I don't know if it's because I'm disorganized or because my business has grown so much, but every time I just can't manage to keep track of all of my different products that I need for the kits. Each one of my kits has so many little individual components. There's the floss, the fabric, the floss cards, the hoops, the needles, the threaders, the bags to put everything in, the business cards, the pattern cards. There's just so many things for me to keep track of. And even if I'm just missing one little product, then I'm not able to make the kits. The other issue is I've been ordering a lot more of my products wholesale, so they come from overseas, and the shipping for that takes at least a month. So I really need to get in the habit of checking my inventory like at least a month before I have a kit restock. So that's why today I really wanted to do my best to start the packing process. That way I would realize if I was missing anything, and then I would have time to order it before I went on vacation. And now this way, when I come back from vacation, I'll have all of the supplies that I needed ready to go for me. I'm back from vacation. I really just spent a whole week doing absolutely nothing for my business. I feel extremely well rested. That vacation was much needed. So yesterday we got back home and I spent pretty much the entire day packing all the orders that were placed while I was gone and cleaning the house and just kind of like getting everything reset back to normal. And then this morning we took Noodle to the vet for a checkup and she's doing all good. But now it's finally time to continue packing cross-stitch kits. I want to make sure that all of the kits are fully packed before we go live. This way I can ensure that I have all of the materials that I need to release the kits. Because what I don't want to do is list like 30 bee kits and then only have the supplies to make 20 of them. So the best way that I can prevent that from happening is to pre-pack all of the kits and have them ready to go for when the shop update goes live. All of the cloud kits are packed, most of the retro gaming kits are packed, and now the only kit that I have left to pack is the bee cross stitch kit. So since it's almost 5 o'clock and Mr. Colorfully finishes work in about 5 minutes, we are going to head over to my in-laws house, and then I will continue packing the rest of the bee kits tonight and maybe tomorrow morning. This retro gaming kit is my most recent design, and it came out in November of last year, and it pretty much sold out right away, and you guys have been asking for a restock for this one, so I'm definitely planning to make more for this launch and future launches. Oh my gosh, also wait, I have one more thing to show you. When I got back from vacation, I had a ton of creative energy, and I had a really cute idea for the Valentine's freebie that's going to go in all of the orders up through Valentine's Day. And it's these cute little cross-stitch themed candy hearts. One says XOXO, the other one says you're so cute, and the other one says love to stitch. So any orders placed on or before February 14th will get this as a cute little freebie sticker in your order. Happy shop launch day. I guess it's not really a shop launch. I guess it's more of a restock. Happy restock day. Today is Friday, the day of the shop update. Last night I went and I picked up the patterns for the bee kits, and they look pretty good, but I realized I accidentally ordered them with my old logo, not my new logo. It's really not that big of a deal. I just don't have the little icon anymore, but the words for my logo are the same. Okay, we have a little bit of an issue. It's a very small issue. I don't know, we're gonna see. Do you remember how I was telling you that I'm really bad at keeping track of my inventory? Here's an example of what I mean. These are currently all of the bee needle minders that I have. I have 9. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I don't even have 10. I have 9 bee needle minders. So that's a problem considering these are supposed to be going in the bee kits that are restocking today. However, I did order a bunch of bee needle minders like 2 months ago. They've just been taking a really long time to get here, but the good news is they actually arrived today. They are currently out for delivery, so I'm a little bit nervous because my shop launch is in like 30 minutes and I don't think that the package is going to get here before then. So I'm really on the fence if whether or not I should list all of the bee kits or not. I've checked and I have literally all of the other supplies to make the bee kits. I'm just waiting for the needle minders. The only thing that I'm concerned about is if the needle minders arrive and they're broken or damaged or not what they're supposed to be, then we're going to have a problem because I will have sold the kits without having a needle minder to go in them. My plan was to have 40 of the bee expansion pack kits that include the needle minder because I don't know if I mentioned this, but I offer 2 types of kits. I offer basic versions of the kits and then expansion pack versions of the kits. They're pretty much the same thing, except the expansion pack comes with scissors, a needle minder, a needle threader, and a floss card to store your floss on. So what I could do is I could just offer more of the basic kits and offer less of the expansion packs, but I know that you guys really like the expansion packs. Those sell much better than the basic kits. So I think I'm gonna risk it and I'm gonna list them anyway. And then if there is a problem, then I will have to email you guys and cancel some of the orders or just change them to basic kits and give you guys a partial refund. But I'm pretty confident that the needle minders will arrive and be okay. The nice thing about having a restock instead of a shop update is I don't have to worry about creating any new listings. I just have to go and I have to update the inventory of everything. So last night when I finished packing everything up, I wrote all of my inventory on this little sticky note. So this way now when I go into Shopify to update everything, I know exactly what quantities to update everything by. Maybe I'll show you guys how I update everything. It's really not that exciting, but I feel like this is something that a lot of people don't talk about for shop updates, of like how to actually update the inventory in Shopify. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna search. I don't know why this says -1, but whatever. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on this, and then I'm gonna click bulk edit, and then this, oh, sorry for the schmutz on my computer screen. And then this allows me to go and update the quantity. So then what I do is I update all the quantities. So like for this, I'm supposed to have 6, and then this is gonna be 44. So then what I do is I don't click save until it's 12 o'clock, and then once it's 12 o'clock, I just hit save, and then my quantities get updated, and I'm good to go. So right now I'm just gonna go through and I'm gonna transfer all of these quantities from the sticky note onto my spreadsheet. It's so exciting, we have a lot of visitors right now. So I'm gonna update the quantity of kits, and I'm also gonna update the quantity of needle minders because I have a few more needle minders than I thought. I'm also gonna go and I'm gonna make sure that I have enough of my other products listed. Like my floss gloss, for example, I never like to list more than like 80 of each scent as in stock because if I get an order for like 200 or something, I wouldn't be able to make that. So just to like, I don't know, be safe, I never like to list too many of my floss glosses. Same thing with the scissor fobs, like I can't possibly make like 50 of them. So if someone's gonna place a huge order, I wouldn't be able to keep up with that. So that's kind of why I like to keep my inventory lower, even though I have the supplies to make more. Right now I only have 6 warm vanilla floss glosses in stock, so I'm gonna update that so that I have like, I don't know, 30. because you guys order a lot. Like when you guys order kits, you guys order a lot of other stuff too, which makes sense. If you're gonna pay for shipping, you might as well buy a couple things. I'm feeling pretty confident with this. Okay, I have my laptop, 10 minutes till shop update. I feel like I'm ready to go. This was supposed to just be like a smaller restock, but it kept getting pushed back because of the holidays and then my vacation. So now at this point, it's been like 2 months since I've had a kit restock. So I feel like you guys are really gonna go for this one. Right now there's 11 people on the website. I'm so nervous. I don't know why I'm always so nervous. Okay, we are 1 minute until shop update. There are 21 people on the website. Yeah, I think that this will be a pretty small launch, to be honest. Plus, since these aren't new kits, I think a lot of you guys have already ordered them. So this is really just a chance for people who missed out the first time to get their hands on one. Okay, it's 12 o'clock. I'm gonna hit save on my spreadsheets and check to make sure that everything looks good. Okay, good. All the kits that I've restocked are back in stock. Yep, everything looks good. Looks good, looks good. Oh, there's 30 people on the website. Okay. We got 2 orders. Okay, we got an order from Melissa, Dow, Heather. We have so many orders. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you, thank you. Oh my gosh, there's 47 people on my website. Oh my gosh, thank you guys so much. Oh, and I got a very sweet little note. Cassidy, if you see this, thank you for your sweet note. I try to check my email and my Instagram DMs during shop updates because sometimes you guys have problems and I want to make sure that I'm catching any issues. My first purchase from your shop, I'm so excited. My daughter loved the kits I got from her for your last shop update. Thank you guys so much. Oh my gosh, we still have 57 people on the website. To every single person who looked at my website and placed an order, thank you so, so much. I'm so, so incredibly grateful for you guys. Okay, I'm gonna take a little lunch break. I'm gonna go grab some food and I will be back, hopefully with some bee needle minders, and maybe we can start packing some bee kits together. again. It's currently 4:30 and there is still no sign of the bee needle minders. They're supposed to be delivered today between 1:30 and 4:30, and it's 4:30 and there's no needle minders. So I'm hoping it's just running a little bit late. I'm trying not to freak out. Maybe this was really stupid. I'm also really worried because most of the kits that you guys ordered were bee kits. I really thought that most of you guys wanted the new retro gaming kit, but it seems like a lot of you guys actually went for the bee kit this time. Maybe because it's spring. I'm definitely going to be having a bigger bee kit restock in probably March, maybe April. So that was a bit of a surprise, and it makes me a little bit more nervous because that's the needle minder that I'm missing right now. So I'm checking the tracking like a stalker and seeing if it's updated. On the bright side, we've packed about 15 orders so far. Like I said, it's 4:30 and we have almost 80 kit orders, which is so amazing. So thank you guys. I'm really excited for you guys to get your kits. So at this point, it's Friday and I need to make an Instagram post. So I think I'm going to stop packing kits for today and I'm going to transition over to some Instagram work. I don't know when I will check back in with you guys. Hopefully tonight if I have bee needle minders. Otherwise it will be tomorrow or Sunday or Monday. I don't know. I really hope that they come. Look what finally came in the mail. We got the bee needle minders. So these came in a box with all of the other needle minders that I got from my manufacturer. I didn't just order the bees, I ordered a bunch, and the reason I didn't want to unbox it is because I have some new designs that I haven't shown you guys yet. And I definitely want to show my Patreon members first before I show YouTube. They look pretty good. I'm going to take them out of their packaging and inspect them just to be sure. And then tonight, Mr. Colorfleet is going to help me package all of these and put them on their backing cards. I am starting off the week not how I thought I would be starting off the week. First things first, we woke up this morning and our furnace is broken, so it's currently 15 degrees outside and we have no heat in our house. We're really cold to say the least. This morning I went and I brought the birds over to my parents' house just because I want to make sure that they stay warm and they don't really handle the cold very well. So I feel like that was already a rough start to my morning, but that's not the only news that I have for you guys. This is a little bit more of a serious business topic, but it's been something that's been on my mind for a while, and unfortunately something happened and I am just forced to deal with the consequences right now. This is something that has been bothering me and I've been worried about for a long time. If you've been around for a while, then you'll know that over the past year or so, I've been working pretty hard to phase out a lot of the fan art patterns that I have on my website. When I first started my business, I really didn't mind taking the risk of creating fan art because it's something I saw lots of artists doing, and I don't know, I just figured if my shop got taken down, then my shop got taken down. As soon as my business started to become my full-time job and grow, the fear of having fan art always felt like a risk, and it is a risk, and I don't recommend that anybody take that risk. You know, ultimately I'm glad for every decision that I've taken to lead me to this point, but I do think that it is time that I am going to remove all of my fan art patterns from my website. I will be completely transparent with you for what sparked this decision. I woke up to a message from Shopify stating that I had a copyright claim on 2 of my cross-stitch pattern listings. I immediately took the listings down as well as the other listings for that same franchise, and I don't think that there will be any further consequences, but it is not a risk that I want to take. This is something that a lot of artists don't talk about, and there's a lot of mixed feelings on creating and selling fan art. If I see any arguing or negativity in the comments, I'm just going to delete it, so just fair warning. All I'm saying is that for me, the right decision for my business is going to ultimately be to remove all of my cross-stitch patterns that have fan art. And like I said, moving away from fan art has been something that I've been actively trying to do for a long time. The only downside is my audience absolutely loves my fan art patterns, but my business is my livelihood, and I've worked so hard to get to where I am today, and I'm not okay with the risk, but I'm so happy that over the last year, I worked so hard to create so many other original designs, and I'm really happy to say that a lot of those designs are best sellers. It honestly just feels like a huge weight is being lifted off my shoulders because I've wanted to do this for so long. So I made a post yesterday talking to my Patreon members about this, and they, as always, have been so incredible and supportive, but they did ask me to put together a list of all the patterns that I'll be taking off my shop, so that way if any of them want to make any last minute purchases, they can before I remove them permanently. So at some point, I'm going to have to to make a post on Instagram, hopefully publishing that list and letting you guys know when the last time you'll be able to buy patterns is and what patterns specifically will be going away. I know I'm going to get negativity from both sides of people saying, you should have done this a long time ago, or how dare you take away fan art? I don't see the big deal. I just want you guys to understand that this is for the protection and safety of my business, and I don't want Colorfully Sarah's shop to be taken down altogether. I also feel like it's really normal for shops to discontinue certain items either after they've been selling for a while or after their inventory runs out. The problem with digital patterns is they'll never really run out of inventory, but that being said, I feel like the art style is a little bit more outdated because I think over the past 2 years as I've been designing patterns, I feel like I've improved a lot, and some of my older designs just don't resonate as well with me anymore. Even the ones that are not fan art, there's just some designs that I don't feel as attached to anymore. So I'm gonna have to go and make a complete list of every single pattern that I'll be removing off of my shop, fan art and not fan art. Even though I've been kind of thinking about it for a long time, I've honestly just been putting it off because I really don't want to create any drama or make any people upset. I am such a people pleaser, and to be honest, I've kind of put myself in a lose-lose situation where people are going to be upset and there's really nothing I can do about it. So I kind of just have to take the step and go forward anyway. So I really, truly cannot be more grateful for all of you who are going to continue to stay by my side. And even if you don't purchase any of my cross stitch patterns, if you're still just here for the journey and you continue to watch my content on YouTube, I really am so incredibly grateful. So thank you guys so much. And yeah, I just really hope that you guys will be understanding and realize that this is going to be tough for me as well. So back on the topic of packing kits, we have all of the bee needle minders ready to go. So the last thing we're going to do today is finish up packing the last of the bee cross stitch kits, and then hopefully we'll have all of the orders packed and ready to go. All of the orders have officially been dropped off at the post office. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this kit restock. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more content from me, I would really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!